Welcome back to TMZ Live. There is a crisis in California. Um, the shelters for wayward animals, strays, they kill now 110,000 of them every year.
So sad.
And it is heartbreaking. Governor Newsom here has vowed to stop that and allow rescue organizations to take these animals and require the shelters to give them to these rescue orgs.
Yeah.
But it's a big, big problem. And just the fact that so many abandoned animals now are sitting in shelters because, a lot of people are going back to purebreds because of the pandemic is over. People have lost interest in it. So this is a real crisis.
Yeah.
Enter Alison Eastwood, who for the last 12 years has been working to save these animals and to create a foundation. She has now created the Eastwood Ranch Foundation in Agoura outside of Los Angeles. And the mission is to save these animals, to take them out of shelters. And it is such a wonderful thing she's doing. And we are honored. I am certainly honored to bring her in right now. Alison, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
We so appreciate it. So, I'm active in a rescue organization called Ace of Hearts. And the woman who runs it contacted me a couple of days ago and said, it is just unbelievable what is going on in these shelters right now. They're killing all these animals. So I would assume you have your hands full at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so terrible. I mean, we're always full. We've been full ever since I started doing this in 2012. But seriously, right now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's post-pandemic or people are just struggling and then dumping their animals. But I've never seen such an influx in our shelter system.
Wow. So there's been a lot more animals, Allison, like Harvey said, since the pandemic has ended, that have either been left abandoned, that you're having to help?
I think so. I also think a lot of them, I think just people are struggling in general. And one of the biggest problems is that, vet care for animals is very expensive. And just to do, teeth cleaning or get spayed and neutered or do basic things is so expensive that it's really kind of hard, for the average person to be able to afford that. And I think that's part of the big crisis. And I think keeping animals in their home would be the best way to do it, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet.
Well, you figured out something. Tell us about the foundation.
Well, I've always loved animals. I've always been a huge animal advocate. As you can see, I have this cute little hot breathing creature on my neck right here.
He's so cute.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She's one of our rescues. We started in 2012. We've been working without any bricks and mortar of our own, out of foster, out of our own home, out of boarding facilities. And I kept saying, we need our own place. And this is what prompted me to find this land in Agoura, which is still LA County, but just on the outskirts, and to build a place where people and animals could come together. And it wouldn't feel like a shelter. It wouldn't feel horrible, like a prison. It wouldn't feel scary and chaotic. It would feel like pure love and a place where you would want to come adopt and actually volunteer and then be part of something. So it's really about community outreach. And I think, especially in Los Angeles, Southern California, I think community outreach is really important because a lot of people don't know that the shelters are full and that they're euthanizing hundreds of animals just in Southern California every day alone. So people don't know. And I think education and awareness, and then of course, spay neuter, there's a lot of components to it, but I think just raising the awareness is a huge, huge thing.
Allison, there's going to be so many people watching this who love animals. What can somebody out there do if they say, hey, I want to help? Maybe I can't take in an animal right now, but I'd love to help.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, I don't have extra money to donate or I don't whatever, but you can always, most people are on social media. You can always share an animal. Like I would say community outreach, go to your local shelter or go to your local rescues, Google where who the people are doing great work in your community. And, you can get towels and blankets and newspaper. You can gather things. You can share animals on social media. You can, do a small bake sale or a fundraiser. I mean, I had a young girl who raised $1,500 in Wisconsin for us, and they weren't even in the state. But there's so many things to do, and I just think that you can do a little something every day to help animals, especially in your community.
Well, listen, what you're doing is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys will come out and see the ranch.
Love to
we're
come
not
out.
far.
Would love to come
Please,
out.
anytime.
Absolutely.
You're always welcome. Please
Thank you,
come out.
Allison. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that is, I'll tell you,
Amazing.
just
Yeah.
near and dear to my heart.